There's a lie that's tried to take root in your soul, a quiet, aching whisper that says, "You've been forgotten." That lie has tried to take your peace, your confidence, and your purpose. But today, the voice of the Lord is cutting through that darkness. Hear it clearly. You are anointed, not abandoned. Just because it's been quiet doesn't mean you've been left behind. Just because the doors haven't opened yet doesn't mean the anointing has lifted. The silence of God is not the absence of God. It's the space where He prepares the vessels He intends to fill with power. And you, beloved, are being prepared. You are not overlooked. You are not discarded. You are not invisible to heaven. The anointing on your life is not based on emotions or applause. It's rooted in purpose. And purpose doesn't dissolve in the wilderness. It deepens. Joseph was anointed in a field and thrown into a pit. David was anointed as king and chased into caves. Jesus was anointed by the Spirit and led into the desert. Don't mistake the trial for rejection. It is the terrain of transformation. You may feel empty, but you are full. You may feel weak, but you are dangerous. The enemy isn't fighting you because you're abandoned. He's fighting you because you're anointed. The opposition is confirmation. The battle is proof. The tension is a sign that something powerful is on your life. The anointing comes with weight. And yes, that weight presses. It tests. It stretches. But it also marks. It separates. It calls you out of the crowd and into the consecration. And when God anoints you, He commits to walk with you through every fire, every night, every betrayal, every delay. The anointing isn't a pass from pain, it's a promise of presence. The enemy wants you to confuse hiddenness with abandonment. But hear this: God hides what He values. He protects what He's shaping. And when the time is right, He reveals what He has refined. Your time in the shadows has not been wasted. It's been working. It's been building. It's been preparing you for more than you asked for. Right now, if this word is confirming what your spirit has been holding in silence, I want you to pause. Let this truth settle in. And if it's blessing you, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Not just for yourself, but to declare to others who feel forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are anointed. You are still chosen. Because what comes next will shift everything. There is oil on your life that cannot be erased by delay. You were anointed before the betrayal. You were chosen before the trial. You were marked before the disappointment. And none of it changed God's mind about you. He's not surprised by your setbacks. He's not shocked by your weakness. He knew the road would be rough. He knew you'd have moments of doubt. And still, He anointed you. The calling didn't cancel when people walked away. The promise didn't expire when time kept ticking. The assignment didn't fade when you lost your strength. What God placed in you is still alive, still active, still holy. And right now, the Spirit of God is reigniting what felt buried. He's awakening what felt lost. He's reminding you of who you are and who He's always been. You are not what the wilderness says about you. You are what the Word declares over you. You are not what the failure whispers to you. You are what the Father spoke over you. You are not what the enemy accuses. You are what the anointing affirms. And that anointing is not based on what you've done. It's based on what Jesus finished. It's not a reward. It's a mantle. You didn't earn it, but you've been entrusted with it. And that means God is not leaving you halfway. If He started it, He will finish it. If He anointed you, He will appoint you. If He called you, He will carry you. So lift your head, dry your tears, stand in the truth. You are anointed. You are not just gifted, you are graced. You are not just called, you are covered. You are not just surviving, you are seated in heavenly places, in kingdom authority. And no valley, no setback, no attack can undo what heaven has spoken over you. The wilderness may stretch you, but it cannot strip you. So don't waste your tears asking if he still sees you. He never took his eyes off you. Don't waste your time trying to earn what's already yours. The anointing is already on you. What you're walking through is not abandonment, it's alignment. Heaven is aligning your heart with your calling, your character with your capacity, your foundation with your future. And soon, the same oil that felt like a burden will become your banner. Because when God anoints someone, he doesn't change his mind. The oil doesn't lift when life gets hard. The calling doesn't disappear when the road gets long. He anointed you knowing the weight you'd carry, knowing the wounds you'd gather, knowing the enemies that would rise. And still, he said yes. Still, he placed his hand on you. Still, he whispered, "That one is mine." You've walked through fire and didn't burn. You've passed through waters and didn't drown. You've stood in storms and didn't break. Why? Because he was with you. Because he never left. Because the anointing didn't depend on your strength. It depended on his promise. And that promise still stands. You may have felt surrounded, but heaven had you surrounded. You may have felt forgotten, but heaven knew your name. You may have felt defeated, but heaven declared your victory before the battle even began. And now it's time to rise. Not because you feel ready, but because you are appointed. Not because it's easy, but because it's time. The anointing is rising again in your bones. The roar is returning to your spirit. The clarity is coming back to your mind. The enemy tried to mute you with pain, but the pain only made your voice stronger. The silence only made your prayers deeper. The waiting only made your worship louder. You are being reawakened. You are being recommissioned. You are being repositioned. Not to earn a new anointing, but to walk in the one you already have. You don't need a new word. You need to remember the word he already gave you. The promise still speaks. The oil still flows. The favor still follows you. He didn't bring you this far to leave you. He didn't plant the seed just to walk away before the harvest. He is not man that he should lie, nor the Son of Man that he should change his mind. If he spoke it, he will fulfill it. If he anointed you, he will establish you. And you don't need to chase affirmation. You are already approved. So break agreement with the lie that says it's over. Refuse to partner with the voice that says you've been forgotten. Reject the narrative that says your time has passed. You are still in the plan, still in the process, still under the oil. And what's ahead is greater than what's behind. This wilderness will not be your tomb. It will be your testimony. And when you come out of this, you won't just come out healed, you'll come out anointed. You'll speak with clarity that only comes from crushing. You'll lead with compassion that only comes from loss. You'll pray with fire that only comes from tears. You'll carry presence that can't be taught, only walked through. Because anointing doesn't come cheap. It's formed in secret. It's tested in pressure. It's proven in fire. And you've been through it. You know what it's like to worship when nothing makes sense. You know what it's like to keep believing when all you have is a whisper. You know what it's like to stand in the dark and still raise your hands. That's why the oil on you is weighty. That's why your words will carry authority. Because you've lived every line you declare. God is not ashamed of your scars. He's using them as seals. Proof that you've survived what was sent to silence you. That you're still here, still believing, still burning. And he's turning every scar into a source. A well, a river, a testimony. So rise now, not in performance, but in presence. Rise in the confidence that your name is known in heaven. Rise in the boldness that the same Spirit who raised Christ from the dead lives in you. Rise in the authority that your anointing did not come from man, and it cannot be taken by man. You are not abandoned. You are anointed. Let that truth clothe you. Let it steady your steps. Let it clear your mind and set your heart on fire. Because this is your moment to walk forward, not to earn, but to embrace. Not to prove, but to release. Not to strive, but to shine. You are still His, still chosen, still anointed, and never abandoned. You are not forgotten in the dark. You are being prepared in the secret. The oil flows in stillness before it flows in power, and every moment you've endured in silence is about to become fuel for your public breakthrough. You are stepping into a season where what you carry will speak louder than what tried to crush you. Your walk will testify. Your worship will shake things. Your voice will carry deliverance. Because the anointing is not fading, it's intensifying. So walk with your head high and your spirit steady. God has not changed His mind. He has only been preparing the ground so your roots could run deep. The time is now. The mantle is active. The fire is real. The mission is clear. You are anointed, not abandoned. And this is only the beginning. Lift your hands. Lift your voice. Lift your expectation. You are not here by accident. You are not still standing by chance. You are here because the anointing kept you. The presence carried you. The purpose pulled you forward. You are anointed, not abandoned. And your next chapter will be marked by glory.